crafty people and FlossTube friends. Stacy here, and this is episode 11 of season 2 for November. Last episode I showed some almost finishes, so this time I have some finishes for you since they were almost finishes last time. I did put all of my whips together on the couch. There's 22 of them. Oh my goodness. So, I did it just because I was curious, because I didn't exactly know how many I had, as well as I wanted to see what I could possibly work on in between the Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Christmas Village that I'm going to start 12 of next year for the 12-month town stitch along. In between, if I were to finish a Christmas Village piece and want to stitch on something, but it's not quite the next month yet, I might be able to finish something else. I hope that I can, but I'll put a picture in of all of the whips that I have going, or maybe a short video. This is all of them laid out on the couch, the ones that I have already started. There's a few down there in that basket that aren't started yet, but we have a sampler with Noah's Ark that I started a long time ago, and who knows if I'll ever even have an interest in finishing it. This one is going to be long and skinny. It is going to be a bell pull, but there's 6 like that shape right on there. This one, Christmas stocking once it's done, Christmas tree skirt once it's done. See how it kind of goes up on the edge there for the round of a tree skirt. This one is actually a Heaven and Earth Designs, and so this one will be huge. All the fabric is rolled up on that Q-snap, so you can't see how big it's going to be. It'll probably be almost as big as this one because it's a mini. This one is one I started a long time ago. It's actually not a cross stitch, it is a needle point. That's why the fabric looks different, and it's close to being finished actually. I just have around the sides, the walls, and the floor. Up here we have one of my Mania. That's the Victorian Charm House. Here's one that I started a long time ago, and who knows if I'll ever pick it up to try to finish it. It has a Bible verse on it. Here's another one that I started a long time ago. It's going to be Carousel Horse. Here's 3 altogether that are on, there's 3 different separate patterns, but we're putting them all on one piece of fabric. Those are some Mania ones. Above that we have the Petal Fairy, which I've only done 1 strand of floss on. That's all I've done on that one. Here we have the Geisha, another one of the Manias. Kind of like a cafe there. It's called Overlook Cafe, I do believe. Another Mania. Up here, another Mania with the Geisha. This one was going to be a huge one, but I decided later I might do it a little bit smaller and make my characters smaller, or on separate fabrics rather than putting them all on one fabric. Here's another Mania one, another Mania one, and then two Mania ones. If you want information on the 12-month town stitch along that I'm doing, then I will put that video up here in this corner where the info is. And there's a video that is just for information on that, and you can use the hashtag 12monthTownSal to be able to allow others to see your work and allow me to see your work. It's a lot of work, and will I ever finish them in my lifetime? I don't know. Maybe. If I live to be like 150, I could finish everything. Anyhow, I also got the Pattern Keeper app, which was quite a feat for me since none of the devices that I had were Android devices, and the Pattern Keeper app will only go on an Android device, and it will only be downloaded through the Google Play Store. I have the cheapest Android tablet that I could find, which was the Amazon Fire 7, and the Amazon Fire 7 in its Amazon App Store did not have the Pattern Keeper app, so I had to jimmy rig it and figure out a way to be able to get the Google Play Store on it. So I did all of that. I got the Google Play Store, I got the Pattern Keeper app, and then I kind of had to download something on my computer so that I could upload my files from my computer that were old onto the Amazon Fire. And now I have everything set up properly. So I'll just go through a little bit of the Pattern Keeper app and show you just briefly about what it can do. So I downloaded my Heaven and Earth designs, which you can see over there. It's the Heart and Soul is what I've been working on, and you probably know that if you have been watching the FlossTube videos that I post. What I like about this is that you can zoom out and see how much you have done of the entire pattern. You can highlight specific floss. Like right now I have the 310 black highlighted, so all of that green that you see on there is where I need to put 310. You can highlight what you have already done, or you can take off bits, as well as it will log how many stitches you have done that day, as well as the percentage that is done, and that's really nice to have for people that aren't quite as math inclined. And so if you can't figure out exactly how much you have done, it'll tell you right down here on the side. It says I have 6.66% done. What a wonderful number, isn't it? Anyway, maybe I should do one more stitch so that that changes. Anyhow, so whenever you zoom in, you can see your pattern and go by that. And then if you want to select a certain symbol, you can click it on the pattern or click it over here, and it will highlight all of that symbol for you so you aren't missing one whenever you get to the end of your area and you're like, oh crap, I already did that color and I missed one stitch. So it's a lot more user-friendly and easy for you than doing the paper, which is what I was doing before. You might have noticed that my hand is a little bit purple today, and that's because I just worked the Wednesday before Thanksgiving at the hair salon, which is notoriously the worst day for a hair salon as far as how busy we are. And so, and the last few people that I had used the purple shampoo on them, so that's why my hands are stained a little bit purple. Okay, I have finished all 5 parts of the Hello Pumpkin Stitch Along from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I did it on a Violet Mist, which is a very light purple linen fabric. We have the first part was down here, second, third, fourth, and then fifth. And my favorite is on the 5th part, which is this hedgehog or porcupine, whatever you would like to call it. Right there. My second favorite is the purple bird, which was also on the 5th part, right there. So the only difference in this and the pattern that's actually sent to you is the colors. I did a few of the leaves, the more vibrant colors, where on the chart they were the brown colors. But I stayed with the floss list that they gave for this. I didn't stray from that, but I did just change the colors of some of the leaves, just to make it a little less brown and a little more colorful. As always, I will put pictures of what it was the last time that you saw these items. And I will put the stitching log. Actually, let me go grab that so I can show you. Okay, here is the stitch log paper for Hello Pumpkin. You can see total down there. I have 49.5 hours. The number of stitches, and over here the average number of stitches per minute that I did. The Hello Pumpkin had no back stitching, no beading, nothing like that. Very simple and easy. Okay, next I have finished the Maleficent that I showed. I had tried to get it done before the recording of the last month's video, since it was October and Halloween is in October, but it didn't quite happen. Maleficent, the last time you saw her was probably about half done. And here she is now. She is also done on linen that has been dyed shades of gray. 50 shades of gray on Maleficent. And I just put her in this little frame that I got from Hobbs Lobs for $4. $4 sparkly black frame. Hobby Lobby. But total on her, I did 11 hours and 8 minutes. And I got this pattern just off of Pinterest for free. So, if you'd like to stitch Maleficent, you can do it almost for free. I say almost because you still need the fabric and the floss. Thank you, Maleficent. Enjoy this commercial break. I had just used a fabric that was left over from another stitch that I did, so it was just a scrap fabric. Lastly, I'm going to show you the Christmas Village ornaments that I'm not making into ornaments. I'm making them into a bell pull. By Dimensions Gold Collection, I finished the Kringle's Toys, which is that one right there. There's that. You can see how the bell pull is going to have the next one there and then the next one here. My favorite part on this is the bicycle. My second favorite part on this is the little boy with the Scotty dog. Dimensions does a lot of backstitching. Backstitching doesn't take very long at all, but it is tedious and you have to pay attention to what you're doing on the chart. This one is on a stitch log with the entire set of ornaments. So the ones that say Kringle or Kringle Toys, that's how much time I had spent on it. And the same as the others, the number of stitches as well as the amount of stitches per minute on average. Here I have how I'm going to set it up on my bell pull. And that is that, I do believe. Let's see, I've talked about the Pattern Keeper app, I've talked about the 12-month town, all my whips, and then the couple of finishes that I had. So I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for subscribing and ringing that little bell so that you're notified whenever I post a video. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, which is where I have the most interest in the 12-month town stitch along by using that hashtag 12monthTownSal, then you can follow me also on Instagram as Stacy Noel CP, and if you start tagging stuff with 12-month Town Sal, I'll probably follow you back. So we are gonna be a little, very small, but little community of town stitchers in 2020. I look forward to hearing from you on that, and happy stitching as well as happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.